Okay, guys, I'm back. For some odd reason, Streamlabs decided it didn't want to connect to Twitch, so let me get everything reloaded here. Maybe I'll get things loaded here. Okay, there we go. Now I can see things on Twitch. Cool. Cool. Okay, now we'll do some American Truck. Hopefully this will all cooperate today. Need to check the forums and stuff for Streamlabs, see if they've been having issues lately, because seems like lately any issues I've been having has been Streamlabs. And let's bring up my chat one more time. Okay, cool. There we go. So back to what I was going to do here. That's right, I think we dropped off at a rail yard. Okay. I don't think I'm going that way. I think that looks like water. Or something. Actually, I guess based upon the name of the place here, I guess it would be something relating to fuel. I guess a fuel depot or something. Little do they know I can take the road that I want, so... GPS is more of a suggestion, you know? Woo! There's like really not much out this way. Actually, let me leave my brights on. I wonder if they'll flash their brights at me. I hope that's a feature because I feel like it should be. Oh, it's a stop. Oh damn. Let's see. Hopefully someone will flash their brights at me. Like that's my goal right now. And we'll go this way. Mostly because I think we've already been down the other road, so going this way should discover us this road. Yeah, I guess I did. I guess I did take out or miss the opportunity for that. Oh man, you know, I should have just ran into him. That's obviously the point of this game. You just gotta run down as many goose-stepping fascists as possible. See, look, there's another one of them. Yeah, that would be. I feel like that's something that's not realistic in this game. Is like crashes don't do any real damage to the other vehicle you crash into. So I feel like that's something they could work on, is making accidents a little bit more realistic. Because then you could crumple like state troopers like they're nothing at that point. Oh man, yeah, that'd be some serious involvement for just wanting to get a little bit more realism. I mean, to be fair, it might be worth it to get into the modding game, just because then you get to choose, like, yeah, you get to choose, like, what things or mods you can make, and, you know, how you want to mod your game. So, I guess that would be, it would be the way to go if you just really wanted some mods that people aren't going to make. And I think running down, you know, the goose stepping fascist mod, I don't think that's a mod that most people are going to make. So, yeah, I probably would have to get into the modding game for that. Oh man, let's see here. Well, that's just inconvenient. uh, that would be the most absurd mod. I feel like that's more of a U mod than me too. Like, I feel like if I were modding that into my game, it would definitely be because he told me that I needed to. I feel like this fence right here is overpowered. But yeah, no, every game definitely obviously needs haunted Scarlatti or Scarlatti harpsichords. Especially if they're Morrowind. I'm not 100% sure how many people are watching on Twitch right now. Let me check. It looks like I have 3 viewers on Twitch, it says. How do you use the Twitch? Well, Twitch is its own website. It's as easy as like signing up for it, so I mean, Twitch is strictly, I would say, for streaming, so it's not everyone's cup of tea, but can be pretty nice sometimes. Okay, let's see here. I feel like this is BS that like a fence is going to conquer me. And they must be deep state, you know? I think that fence was deep state, honestly. Like, for like a single set of tires to get stuck on it and for it to like, you know, lock me up that bad, I'm pretty sure it was deep state. Okay, we're just going to take a different way out because I'm not going to let them get me this time. It's not happening. Okay. See, much smoother. I should have went to the right. You know why I like got stuck there? It's because I tried going far left. You just can't go far left. It leads to trouble. If you go far right, you know, it's not as bad. I know. Well, you know, it's a video game, so it's like you're supposed to do things in video games you wouldn't normally do, right? It's a suspension of reality or whatever. But hey, we got past it now. You know, we're on the right track, going the right way, and doing the right things. Yeah, super reasonable. That's what everyone's looking forward to, the Christian theocracy. I mean, to be fair, you know, I'm pretty sure you mean like Orthodox theocracy. That's I think that's about as far right as you can get. Yeah, traditional religion, traditional like values and stuff, and yeah, theocracy, all bundled into one. Yeah, I feel like if that was the government regime that takes over, though, I don't know that I'd like their acronym, you know, being like TSA for Theocratic States of America. What is this guy's issue? Did you see that? He like merged left, like he was going to turn or something, and then he merged right back in front of me. Oh man. Yeah, I feel like if it was headed by a priest monk, that would be absurd. He'd be like, "Oh man, any sort of thing that's like, you know, not 100% exactly the scripture is 100% illegal now." That's the solution. Yeah, you got to run him down, steal his wallet, plant drugs in his trunk. Be like, you know, when the officer shows up and it's like, "Did you steal this guy's wallet?" It's like, "I may have, but you know, he's a drug dealer. Like, I was protecting other people. I was making sure he couldn't buy more drugs to sell to people. You know, because he's probably selling them to innocent school children." Man, the traffic on this road is not great. Oh, that's what I need to do. I'll give him my high beams the whole time. Ride his ass and give him the high beams. Yeah, that's how you become an upstanding member of society. Well, it'd be funny. It's like the guy that you like, you know, caused this all too. I like to think that it wasn't even that like they were a bad person or anything. It's just that, you know, they were in a hurry and maybe they didn't see you or something, and at that point they merged in front of you. Like, in all actuality, they would have been like a person that would have been canonized as a saint later, had you not come along and like ruined their reputation. Exactly. See, that'd be like, that's like, yeah, when someone, you have to self-defend yourself against someone that isn't actually, you know, threatening you in any way. You have to plant a gun on them, be like, hey man, they came at me with a gun. I had to self-defend myself. Yeah, exactly. Like the thing you did to the potentially next Charlie Parker, you know. Sold him the world's shittiest saxophone, and then, yeah, they probably lost their love for music. Well, they probably lost their love for the saxophone, and they may have even lost their love for music afterwards. Like, maybe that person, like, now is just like a math crunching person. Like, they just crunch numbers for fun now because you sapped all the fun out of music for them. You know, I feel like the traffic's especially bad today in this game. Like normally you have people doing some crazy stuff, but I feel like everything's been crazy tonight. People just keep stopping where they're not supposed to, merging and then merging right back. Like, what the hell, man? Oh, you have a question? Well, I might have an answer. I might even have, like, multiple answers. Who knows? Depends on the question itself. Nah. Never stream interesting games. I find the most boring games I can stream, because I think anyone that views my streams should just, like, think to themselves, like, I would rather eat a gun than watch this. So, are you there yet? If not, you know, hang around for a bit. You'll get there eventually. I honestly wonder what the most boring game I could stream is. Like, I'm thinking about that now. I'm going to have to put some thought into that when I have some time. Find something that's like, you know, the boring equivalent, you know, that nails on a chalkboard are to the comfort and sanctity of one's eardrums. Yeah, if there isn't a watching paint dry simulator, I feel like I need to make that and then stream it. Because I feel like that would be about as boring as it could get. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. It's probably waiting to just take me away. He's like, yeah, you know, you believe in things like freedom and free speech. Like, yeah, we gotta put you behind bars. It's unacceptable. Here we go, Ryan. One just for you. There. I feel like that should make you happy. Actually, that did a lot more than I expected it to. I feel like, I don't know, I don't think I've ever crashed into someone like that, so... Maybe that's what it is. Like, my experience in, like, crashing in this game has always been super minor. So I just thought it did nothing, but man, he flew off the road almost. Like, he flew right into that Jersey barrier. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh, man. See, he's just lucky that, you know, I only ran into him and I didn't show him my papers. Oh, man. You know, it isn't, but I feel like you could probably turn it into something similar to that. Like, yeah, when you get laid enough in the game where you don't have to worry about, like, how much money you're losing and stuff, you could probably just start, like, crashing into cars all the time and stuff. Exactly. I just ruined his night. Like, you know, he's probably like, dude, some guy almost killed me. If I showed him my papers, he wouldn't even have to, like, make that statement, you know? I feel like they're after me, you know? Up. They're looking for me. They're like, you know, some guy just ran an officer off the road around here. We're going to set up a roadblock. Too bad they set it up on the wrong side of the road. You know what? I don't think police will chase you down in this game, but it's a good conjecture right there. I like the thought that that's why it hasn't been called in, is that I crashed. I mean, to be fair, I think that would actually be like an accident that could kill you right there. Like, because, I mean, how violently he hit the Jersey barrier. Like, he hit it hard enough that, like, it jumped his car up onto it a bit, so... Yeah, maybe he's just dead. Maybe that's why none of them were after me. It'll be like a few weeks into this game. They're going to have to review his dash cam footage and see that, you know, track down my license plate and everything. See that I just... Not only did I, like, hit and run him, but that it was obviously an intentional hit and run. That'll be hilarious. Yeah, I'll be streaming this like a week or two from now, and all of a sudden, like, I'll just be getting chased by police, and I won't remember, yeah, running into that officer, and I'll just be like, man, what happened? Why is this a thing? Must be like some new update or something. Like, apparently they're, you know, turning into some sort of outlaw trucking simulator. Ah, no, this is where they get me. It's the vehicle inspection. That's where they'll be like, hey, you just ran a cop off the road and almost killed him. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think. What's that movie with the like serial killer trucker? Like, isn't it called like Duel or something? Or maybe I don't know if he's a serial killer actually, but I know that's the one where the trucker, whatever, is trying to like run some dude off the road or kill some dude. Okay. You know what, this trailer is going to be... Well, I shouldn't even say this trailer. This line of trucks behind me is just going to cause me so much, like, angst and woe. Like, they do not turn well at all. Okay, we're just going to bump this, like, orange cone out of the way. There we go. They don't need that anymore. You know, I've seen that movie and I can't remember anything from it, really. Like, I can't remember why the trucker's after him, or if anything caused it or anything. Like... I mean, I do remember it being, like, entertaining to watch, but yeah, I don't recall it being anything that was like, oh, hey, this was a very plot-heavy piece with, like, you know, an amazing plot. It was, yeah, literally just, like, car versus truck. You know who should have like directed a movie like that? I want to see like a well, I mean, obviously it's not a thing that could happen anymore, but it would have been awesome if your favorite director, you know, had directed a movie like that, because then it would have been super plot heavy. You know, there would just be so much symbolism to the car and the truck and everything. So that's what everyone obviously needed, was a why am I blanking on his name? Come on, what's your favorite director again? I'm blanking on his name right now. It was a long day, so... There we go, Stanley Kubrick. Jesus. Yeah, I was not, like... My mind was just not, like, drawing that name up. It was failing me. It was failing me. But yeah, no, everyone needs, like, a Kubrick version of Duel. Where just there's just so much plot. You know, it's probably going to go a little bit, like, slower. The risk might even just be assumed and not actually there. You'll walk away from it and be like, that was pretty weird, and I feel like I missed some things. I'm gonna have to watch it again. And then, you know, you watch it again, you'll be like, oh, I noticed some details that time that I didn't notice before. And I'll have to watch it again, and then just keep dissecting it every time. Getting a little bit more of the puzzle each time. Also, don't let me forget, like, if we hang out on a Monday night like we do, like, don't let me forget to mention that, like, Milk and Cookies Joe had, like, reached out to me. Or maybe I'll just have to email you about it, but yeah, I had Milk and Cookies Joe reach out to me today, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. Today and yesterday kind of blended together. I think it was yesterday, actually. Oh my god, that would be so many watches. I don't know that I can watch any singular piece of, like, film that many times. Like, 100 times would be too many. 200 times would probably, like, give me an aneurysm. Or maybe 200 times would just give me, like, doubt, confusion, existential angst, and, you know, a need to read the book at that point, since it's like, I've watched this film 200 times. Like, if I haven't figured it out yet, I just need to do the research to figure it out. Heck, I think if you watch the film like 200 times, you might be able to write the book on it. Which would be kind of funny in a way. It's like Street Fighter, the movie, the game, you know, where Street Fighter is a game, and then, you know, they made a movie on it, and then they made a game based on the movie based on the game. You're going to write a book about the movie based on a book. Exactly. It's a book based on the movie based on the book. I mean, to be fair, I don't think that's necessarily an uncommon thing. I know I've seen, you know, books that examine movies and stuff before, so it wouldn't be, like, too far out of the realm of reality or anything. But I feel like people who read those books are usually very niche interest people. But I guess to write the book, you'd also have to have a very niche interest. So the person who probably reads it would probably, you know, be, at least on some level, your type of people. If on, like, if maybe only for the appreciation of a film that you've seen a couple hundred times. Yeah, that checks out. Like, I could definitely believe that about Kubrick's works. Like, I don't think you're gonna have anyone ever, like, write a book to examine something like a Michael Bay film or something, because it's like, oh, this is just, like, super easily digestible, and it's all just explosions and, like, you know, over the top stuff. Versus, like, Kubrick, where it's like, okay, yeah, this is a lot of symbolism, and you know, there's usually a deeper meaning to things. So I get that. You know, actually, I wonder who, like, the true original conspiracy theorist is, because I feel like conspiracies have been around for a long time. So I wonder, like, well, okay, fair enough. Screenplay conspiracy theory. See, I thought you meant, like, you know, as in, like, just, he was the father of all conspiracy theory. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm sure people have, like, you know, doubted the motives of other people for a long time. uh, awesome. That sounds like it would be a term that you'd see on like Urban Dictionary, like it'd be some weird sexual term. But yeah, I get that. That's just actually, the Kennedy sunroof. You know what? That's 100% fair. Man, it throws me off like when people just dismiss conspiracy theory as well. Because I mean, obviously there have been plenty of conspiracy theories that have come out to be proven as true at some point later on after they were presented. So see, I wonder if a conspiracy theory goes off the rules of science, where once it's proven, it becomes law. So, if you're a conspiracy scientist, once you prove your conspiracy theory, it's no longer conspiracy theory and just conspiracy law. It's not conspiracy fact; it's conspiracy law. It's unquestionable. It's unchanging. Oh yeah, agreed. It is often provable. I feel like maybe that's why some people don't believe in conspiracies, is that they just don't know enough history. Because I mean, if you know a lot of history, like you know a lot of fucked up events that have happened in history, so like, yeah, it's very, very reasonable to think that governments or other people in power are conspiring to do things, that may not be beneficial for the general populace, or maybe to, get some sort of power from the general populace, or, cause something else. So, yeah. I feel like a lack of appreciation for conspiracy theory is, usually a lack of appreciation for history as well. Hey, that's true. Like, I mean, there have been obviously causes or cases of that where people have conspired together to, help defeat a common enemy or achieve a common goal. Like sometimes conspiracies or, people conspiring together has been good, and sometimes it's really terrible. So I think it all depends on the co-conspirators. Just marking on my map here someplace for my person to stop over, because keeps yawning at me, like he needs sleep or something. Oh, that's definitely a conspiracy. He would never do that. He was Frederick the Great, which means he was obviously great to everyone, not just great in the will that was best for his people or anything. As long as his, helping out the Austrians didn't also help out with the Habsburgs, gaining their place in there, then, we can just ignore anything like that. I mean, this goes back again, though. Like, even if something is a conspiracy, obviously it could be positive or negative. And you could even say their forefathers, co-conspired against the British, obviously. I mean, that obviously is something that would have been less public until they were really into the midst of everything, where it's like, okay, we're solidly going to declare our independence, and we're solidly going to fight the British off. But in the case of people that didn't necessarily do anything bad conspiracy wise, and their co-conspiracies or conspiring together led to great events, that usually goes down in history and usually is looked at more favorably. Right? I mean, that is a good question. Like, the scope of what is harmful, or who has to be harmed in conspiracy, is a really great question. Because I mean, obviously, harming one person, for the good of many, would you consider that, like, if people conspired to cause harm to one person to save many, is that really such a bad thing? And at that point, is it like, really a huge conspiracy if it's just, one person affected, or is it that, like, the person's importance matters, or it's a mixture of, like, the number of people affected and the importance of the people affected? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Right? I mean, that's a good point. Like, obviously, the people that it affects are going to view it differently than the people that it benefits. See, I feel like one of these days you're gonna have to share all the details of Prussia and their conspiracy against Austria. Yeah, if you're Austria. Hey man, I'm always down to talk about history and Kubrick and conspiracy theories. Obviously, those are going to be things that you have a bit more knowledge on than me, but if I don't know much about it, yeah, I'm always glad to find out more info on it. This just goes back to you need to direct your magnum opus, and it needs to be a film about the 7 Years' War. A very historical period piece. And then afterwards, you just need to like ride the coattails of that by parodying it and, and just never trying to do anything that'll actually top it in any way. Yeah, but I feel like the difference between an expert and an enthusiast is just, how long you've been enthusiastic about it and your levels of enthusiasm. Because I feel like an expert in history, at least, usually, like, they have to be enthusiastic about it. Like, they have to really enjoy the subject matter. Because I don't feel like most people study history just because, they want necessarily are like, oh yeah, this is going to get me a great job or anything like that. Like, I feel like there has to be a true love for history for them to, study history. Because I think we've established many times in like conversation that, obviously history isn't necessarily a field that you like learn a lot about and then like make a lot of money from, per se. It's more of a passion project field, so I feel like any professional in history, yeah, that just means that they have a huge level of passion for it. So I mean, hey, you're already on your way there. You have a huge passion for history. Now you just need to decide that teaching history is obviously more important than like financial resources. Well, to be fair, when it comes to theology, you're becoming closer to being an expert or whatever. Uh, I mean, you said you got like what, a couple of credits or certifications or something for theology. So certifications, that's something a professional has. Pretty sure that makes you professional, at least in some degree. Yeah. You're like, well, it's not like I'm making great money right now, so yeah, might as well do something I love and still make, pennies on the dollar. That's not true. I mean, make like a alright amount. But this goes back to remind me to talk to you about Joe on Monday night, or maybe to email you about Joe when I get done streaming. I am surprised that there is like all these trucks in that one lane, and there's just none in the lane that I need to be in. It was yellow. If it gives me a red light violation, that light was solidly yellow. Yeah. He wanted to maybe hang out sometime, but there was some other stuff I wanted to go over, just not necessarily stuff I'd want to go over on stream, Yeah. Yeah, no. It kind of threw me off because I hadn't talked to Joe in quite a while, but yeah, it was good to hear from him, since he's always a cool guy. Definitely. You know, to be fair, both of your coworkers, when you worked, with them, both the Joes were cool guys, so it's kind of funny. maybe, maybe we just learned a valuable lesson that people named Joe are, generally reasonable. Unlike this road that I'm on right now that just has a million different twists and turns, and I don't think I could function on in real life as an Idahoan. I was hoping you'd describe it as like, yeah, one Joe was a nice guy with asshole moments, and the other Joe was a asshole with nice guy moments, and then just leave it up in the air because it'd be like, depending on the day, like that could be either Joe. Like even tomorrow Joe, like he had those days where he'd be quite an asshole too. Like that day that I got Bryce to agree that he owed you fellatio for watching the counter. Like he definitely made fun of Bryce for that one pretty hard when I told him. So, oh man. I mean, he did, man. That was just like the fact that he agreed to something that I was like posing to him without asking any questions about it. Like he solidly deserved that. Oh man. It was like, why would you agree to something that like, you know, you don't know what it is? Especially with some guy who is like super sarcastic and can be a bit of an asshole. Because, like, let's be fair, like, there were some moments where, like, I was a bit of an asshole to Bryce, because it's like, Bryce, dude, like, what the fuck are you saying, man? Oh, that's fair. I mean, like, at least, like, when Milk and Cookies Joe, that has an asshole moment to you, it's usually pretty witty, and it's like, oh, that was pretty good and funny, you know? It's not like, oh man, that was just rude or anything. Anyway, back to Bryce though. Man, like I remember one time he came up and it was when Eric was still working at my company, and yeah, like it was just one of those things where Bryce started talking and like I stopped him. I was like, hey Bryce, I have no clue what the fuck you're saying, man. And I'm going to need to diagram this out. So I grabbed a piece of paper and then I started diagramming this whole conversation. And like I was like, okay, so we went from here to 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 there. I was like, Bryce, you could have cut out like 10 of these steps, man. Like we could have went from point A to point B, not from point A all the way through like everything but B to like point Z and then back to point B. It's like, dude, could you just skipped straight from point A to point B? Ah, did my trailer get stuck on something? I think that's what this is. Or something's getting stuck on something here. I don't know. That makes sense, though. I could imagine, like, based on what I saw of Vicky, like, she seemed a little bit more straight-laced, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I could see like Milk and Cookies just pissing her off, man. Like, I could see her just getting like, "What the hell, Joe? Why would you say something like that? Why would you do that?" And Joe being Joe, I'm sure he knew like exactly what to say to, like, you know, upset her. That's fair. Yeah, no, Vicky always seemed like she was, you know, a good person. It's not like I really had much dealings with her, but yeah, she seemed just more, again, straight-laced, more serious. But yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean anyone's, like, bad or anything, obviously. It's just surprising when people like that get along with people like us. Because usually, like, super straight-laced people are not the type of people to be able to accept our levels of sarcasm and assholery, you know? Oh man, that's fair. That's 100% fair. Okay, we're gonna go fix up my truck since I'm sure that if there's any more way stations, they'll be like fining me again, and yeah, we don't want to pay any fines for damage of vehicle. Like, does it still run? Cool, then I shouldn't get fined for it. Ah, besides, we had to discover this town, obviously. That's the only reason I came here. I wanted to discover this town. Not for their repair shop, just to discover the town. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. We're not gonna crash into anything. We're not gonna get stuck on anything. Everything's just gonna work out. Is what I hope. It's probably not the case, but again, there's always hope. Oh, that's fair. I mean, like, I feel like every game has, like, a charm to certain people. I kind of like stuff that, you know, is a little bit more driving oriented like this. Like, I don't mind a driving sim. So something gentle and relaxed like this is perfectly fine by me. That reminds me of something that another one of my friends had said once, though. When he'd watched me stream this for a little bit, and he's like, you know, this game reminds me of the boring parts of Grand Theft Auto. Because apparently, you know, he's not into driving and stuff. He just wants all the action. So, I get it. Not for everyone. Something I enjoy, though, so... And, you know, the cool part is, it's like when I stream this, you know, you usually get some people to talk to, so... That's always nice. Though I was not expecting it to be you today. That threw me off. Yeah. It is one long, giant driving mission. Oh, man. And you don't even get, like, guns, you know? You don't get, like, any other illegal activity to do. I mean, I guess you can ram cops off the road if you really want to. But, you know, that's... Whereas you get rewarded for that in Grand Theft Auto, you don't really get rewarded for that in this game. Yeah, next thing I'm just going to stream is like, I don't know. I'm going to stream Microsoft Paint. I'm going to play Microsoft Paint. You know, super fun game. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh man, I'm driving off the road here. So one problem with like trying to read chat while playing this game is the driving skills go down. Well, that's fair. See, you know, sometimes you get notified your favorite cleric's ranting, and sometimes you get notified that, you know, one of your best friends is playing something that's a touch more fun than watching grass grow. You know, I bet that has to be a simulator. I bet there has to be a, like, grass-growing simulator. Just based upon, like, some of the absurd simulators out there that are just memes. I feel like that has to be a thing. Oh man, that'd be pretty exciting. A joint YouTube channel. That would be perfect for some of our more musical endeavors, since you know, we both play, so you definitely throw some of our personal jams on there. Maybe that'd also inspire us to finish some stuff that we've been working on, and by that I mostly mean me, who's been working on you know, that One Piece for forever and still haven't fully fleshed it out. So, yeah, it's a good idea. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Ooh, book and film reviews. That's also a good one. I'll just be like, oh man, you know, I read this book and reading's hard. Rediscovering the beauty of cursive. You know, that's fair. I like cursive. I kind of enjoy writing cursive sometimes, and when people see my cursive, I don't think there's a way to describe it as beautiful. I think my cursive is it's an abomination to the eyes. So, uh, I have seen your cursive though, and your cursive does look pretty good. So that's something I can see why you'd say that there's beauty to cursive. Maybe I just need to work on my penmanship though. Like, my penmanship's never been great. Surprising, you know, I should have went to like school for a doctor. That's the level of penmanship I have. Also, I guess on the idea of like gun reviews and stuff, or just talking about guns in general, it would be pretty funny because like I feel like most channels that do gun stuff, like they always have like a lot of cool guns and stuff, and ours would be like, oh yeah, look at this, like I mean, there would be cool guns we get from time to time, but I also feel like there'd be plenty of like, oh yeah, look at this was like the most $300 piece of like milsurp I could get from like a gun show. Or maybe that's mostly me because I've definitely made many of those purchases. Like, oh, I got $300, and look at this piece of milsurp I can get from a gun show. Is it amazing? Yeah, it might be. But the most important thing is it's $300. Maybe that's what it is. You know, I'm really just writing in like ancient Aramaic, so yeah. People should respect my handwriting. Oh my god. Yeah, we'd get demonetized so hard. We'd have to get some decent fan base so we can get sponsorships from like Bud's Gun Shop and like Federal Ammo so we could actually afford guns and ammo. I mean, I feel like that's why a lot of shooting channels, they'll like usually just kind of blow through ammo. It's just like, oh yeah, Federal Ammo like provided this to me, so I don't have to worry about paying for all the ammo I go through. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh man, ammo is kind of in short supply and it's expensive, so I don't want to burn through any of it. I just want to hoard it. I feel like if we didn't have sponsorships, we'd be like, okay, I will shoot one magazine from this Tokarev, and then yeah, we'll just discuss the rest of it because I'm not going to shoot anything more than one magazine. You know, we could do that for specifically just gun content. It would definitely, definitely give us a backup for that sort of content, and then, we could still do some of our other less controversial, per se. I don't even think it's controversial, just, platform bias. Some of our other content that wouldn't suffer from platform bias, we could definitely do on YouTube or whatever still. Because, I mean, music, obviously, the wider audience of YouTube would be nice just to kind of get some of that out there. And then stuff like, book reviews or movie reviews, like you can still do that on YouTube. I mean, I guess the thing is you could post that sort of content to both, so across multiple platforms. I haven't really looked too much into Brighteon except some of the videos you've sent me, so I don't really know all too much about it. Oh yeah, yeah. Anything you discuss in matters of like politics and religion, 100% safe for YouTube content. No chance of us getting demonetized. Heck, I bet they wouldn't even like delete our channel first thing. That's how safe for YouTube it is. Oh man. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfectly delivered, nothing ever happened, no bad things, no whammy. I didn't cause any accidents, I didn't run any cops off the road, I don't know what anyone's talking about. It was completely professional, you know? Okay. Let's worry about this candle that I've been working on back here. Okay, I think the gel is more than hot enough. Let's see here. Today we will go with a light lager scent. Not like a small lager, you know, as in a skinny person who cuts wood. No, like a light lager is in smells like so it smells like your uncle who's an alcoholic. Not your uncle per se, Ryan. I don't think I've ever. Do you have uncles? If so, I don't think I've ever met any. I'm just saying, like the proverbial uncle that everyone talks about. Or I guess I could just say smells like or smells like what my friend used or Gage used to smell like. Oh yeah, yeah. Your uncle. Actually, is your uncle the guy who used to rent cars from Dollar Thrifty? I can't remember. I remember you had a family member who would rent from like where I worked, but I can't remember his relation to you. Oh my god, there we go. Cool. Well, that is funny. I have met your uncle. I just didn't recall that he was your uncle. So, okay, yeah, your actual uncle, yeah, he wouldn't smell like a light lager, but proverbially, a proverbial uncle might smell like this. You know, everyone's proverbial like alcoholic uncle. See, if your uncle smelled like this, you'd have to wonder like if he is having a crisis of faith or something. Yeah, I met your uncle a couple of or a few times. I know some of the times like it was just like I think he was canceling his reservation because I think he decided to rent from you guys instead, and I think a couple of other times, you know, he was actually just picking up his car, so didn't really have too much experience with him because he was one of our whatever members, so he just in and out very quick. Okay, need to grab some gloves or else I'm going to get dye on my hands. See, this is why we wear gloves. That all could have been on my hands. Would have been gross. See, I normally like to make a candle on stream, so yes, yes, definitely the unregistered candle cam too. You know, just can't afford the license to register it. Look at that, got a candle poured. You probably would. You'd probably be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's illegal activity." There, you'd be like, "Yeah, gotta pay big business those bucks." Okay, here we go. Let's get a small job in the meantime. We'll give that candle some time to cool. Ah, fuck. Ended up here in the communist state of California, you know? Okay, that is not the shortest distance, I don't think. Well, darn. I either have like the choice of hauling something like really heavy or like not making much. I guess we'll fuck. Let's see here. How is this like all the missions for this spot? I feel conned. I feel super conned. Oh, you know, the this is where it all went wrong, you know. I started by going far left and apparently it just took me to California. It makes sense. Oh man. See, this is the most exposure to California I need is a virtual exposure. Don't actually need to go there. Just a little bit of virtual exposure. They can pay me some money. Let's see here. Pick that job up. Cool. Well, I'm headed. I'm still stuck in California here, but I'm sure I'll end up in Utah or Idaho again. Maybe not this stream, but sometime. Well, I wasn't looking to commit to a job quite that long. Like if it was like kind of towards the edge of Utah, cool, but it was like super far into Utah. I know how to fix this. I'll fix this after I drop this off. I only have like 160 miles to drop or to go, and I can drop this off, go to a better state. I mean, like, I don't know. I'll have to check. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to it. Maybe I was just looking at Nevada and it just wasn't clicking for me. I was like, oh, I'll have to drive through Nevada into Utah, and didn't click. But I mean, look at this high value cargo I'm like loading. Since this is going to stay in California, this is probably like a $500,000 house right here, you know? Hauling like $500,000 cargo right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just an idiot then. I wasn't paying enough attention. But still, $500,000 cargo, maybe even more. I mean, again, it is going to California, so. I did say the edge of Utah. I just, okay, yeah. I guess Eastern Edge would be pretty far. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention. I should just like should have taken a mission to Colorado or something. Been like, oh man, you know, my brain's not fucked up enough. I need to go to Colorado. Enjoy the legalized pot. I don't think that would ever pull me to like. I don't think that would ever be the decision to make me move anywhere. You know what I mean? I'd be like, nope. I'm okay with not. Yeah. I mean, they should legalize pot in places, but I'm not going to be drawn to any place like that just because that doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, Camirado. They call it colorful, Camirado, but maybe they just mean red Camirado. Yeah, that's 100% fair, man. Yeah, I feel like with the gun collection I have here in Idaho, like it's just Idahoan thing to have that many guns. Move to a different state, people are gonna start looking at me weird, like, whoa, why do you have so many guns? I'll be like, so many? I thought this was just an average, normal amount. I'll be like, I think it's abnormal if you don't have enough that you can't count it on both your hands. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Open COVID-infected churches. Going to, and just go kickstart the, strain right now. Maybe if I'm lucky, it'll give me, like, the advanced super delta, omega strand. I don't know that they'd appreciate that, but that would be pretty funny. Sure, the icons would just be like, whoa. Yeah, COVID Jesus would show up and be like, this is my flesh, it is infected. Take and eat from it. This is my blood, it is also infected. Take and drink from it. I mean, that's assuming that, like, COVID Jesus would still be all about, communion, which I assume he would, Can't see why he wouldn't be. Yeah, I didn't know that about Orthodox Catholicism, honestly. Or, as I have to refer to it as a Roman Catholic. I didn't know that about Eastern Orthodox. I mean, that would be more true for me to say that if I was like practicing or something, which obviously I don't, but I just have to throw that one out there, since it is funny that like, Orthodox will call, Roman Catholics, and Roman Catholics will call Orthodox Catholics Eastern Orthodox Catholics. It's like, no, 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 they're not true Catholics. They're Eastern Orthodox, You guys are like, no, 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 they're not true Catholics. They're Roman Catholics. I do think that is pretty funny though. Like when I thought about it that one day, it's just like, yeah, yeah, it would make sense that each of the others kind of trying to discredit the other one by being like, it's not just regular Catholicism, it's something different. To be fair, I think you have kind of shown me a point that seems like a lot of more traditional Catholics are going the Orthodox route, which makes sense, honestly, with the state of Roman Catholicism nowadays. Like, I could definitely see why a lot of them are jumping ship and going Orthodox. I'm sure it'll stay alive. It's just, I'll find it funny when, like, what used to be, the type of Catholicism more popular in the East becomes the one that's, like, even more popular in the West. That'll be the icon to kiss, too. The icon of the Holy Schism. Maybe the Holy Schism's like its own being, kind of like the Holy Spirit. Like, we'll have to give it some sort of physical manifestation, is like some sort of being or great divine creature. It's like almost angelic. Yeah, they should also make like the day. There should be like a holiday for the Holy Schism. Like they should commemorate it. I don't know if there's a specific date that they can point to that the schism happened on. Like, oh, this day in July or June or whatever month of whatever year. But yeah, that would just be pretty funny that if they had a day commemorating it, like, oh yeah, this was a good day. I'm sure that'll happen. If I ever become like a YouTube or Twitch star, I'm pretty sure that I'd offend plenty of people. I mean, it is what it is. I am me, and if people find me offensive, that's their own prerogative, and they can take that prerogative, and there's a special place they can shove it. With all their other prerogatives. Oh man, these special delivery missions are always so slow. They usually pay pretty well, but god damn are they slow. And you have to follow, like, you know, jackbooted thugs the whole way. Huh. Oh man, that would be quite the fasting season. You're expected to fast from January to July. You know, some cultures, like, you know, you have to fast for like a month, you know, but yeah, for you know, this new well, I guess, yeah, I can't say new, but for Orthodox Catholicism, yeah, it's a whole 6-month period you have to fast for. Unless you're saying like the end of July, then it's like a whole 7-month period. Oh my god. I think I would, like, I don't know, man. I think that would be too much for me. I'd just be like, I miss steak. I miss, like, you know, actual. I can't say tasty food, because I mean, fish is good and salad's good, but I'd be like, I miss unhealthy food, you know? I don't think man was meant to function on fish and salad alone. Oh, oh, oh. Let's see here. Wrong thing. I was going to show you. See, I can just go back to someplace better right now. Let's see. We could just fast travel to. Well, here we go. Why is it? Oh wait, I just can't fast travel to Nampa. Let's fast travel to Ontario. Let's take a look at kind of over in your neck of the woods. See, I feel like at that point you might as well just, you know, fast the whole year. It's like, I'm gonna fast all year long. I'm never not fasting. Okay, let's go like this. Exactly. You know, it's like, I always find the term fast kind of fun in a way, because it's like, I bet you when you're fasting, you're not feeling any faster. You're probably feeling a lot slower and more lethargic. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just feel like an extended fast, I should say. Maybe it'll be one of those things where it's like it's like having a gym diet or something, where, yeah, you stick true to it for like most of the week, but you have like one day of the week where you have like a cheat meal or whatever. Wait, am I going the right way? I didn't even pay attention to the map. Of course I'm not going the right way. Okay, let's see here. Let's go that way. Nope, I don't have to follow the GPS here. I know a better route than going up there. It's called a U-turn, a very, very illegal U-turn. Yeah, but like, I don't know that, yeah, they necessarily view it as a vegan diet, because I feel like if you're a religious type, you're not viewing it as a like, I don't know. This is my thought. I don't think they view it as necessarily like I'm against cruel. Well, I'm against taking an animal's life to eat it, because I feel like they should at least be of the mind that God put this here for me. So I feel like they should be of the mind that, like, eating this would be perfectly fine because, again, it was put here for me. Sweet. I figured that'd be the case, but, I didn't know. I mean, they are crazy priest monks, so there's a very good chance that they may have been they may have crazy beliefs about it. Oh yeah, no, like, I mean, I'm sure there have been plenty of examples of people throughout history that haven't eaten meat. I mean, I think you can even be like allergic to meat or have sensitivities to meat. So I'm sure there have been plenty of people out there, throughout time and history that haven't eaten meat for one reason or another. I mean, to be fair, PETA is all about self-sacrifice in the sense of they would definitely rather sacrifice a person than a animal. Actually, that's not even true. Because I know they have those shelters that will put down animals that they've taken from people because they were pets. So, can't even say that. They would rather sacrifice a person, though, in the eyes of the public than an animal in the eyes of the public. In privacy, they'll do whatever they want, but yeah. Oh, I 100% agree. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's been proven that, like, PETA has shelters that'll just put down animals, and it's like, you say you're for the ethical treatment of animals, but you take them away from their home and then put them down because you don't want them to be someone's pet. Yet they had a good life where they didn't have to do anything. Like, they could just live high on the hog. No stress or anything. Like, they didn't have the stresses of a human life. And then you just took that away from them and then put them down. It's like, I don't know. It's pretty sick to me, Like, pretty gross and disgusting. Wait, which way am I headed? Fuck, I didn't pay attention again. I'm not actually doing a job or mission right now, just exploring kind of towards your neck of the woods here. Wasn't really much to explore there. Right? Like, it's wasteful. It's like they take a life and then they do nothing with it. And somehow that to them is, better than the animal, again, just enjoying the benefits of not having to, do anything, like food just being provided, shelter being provided. So, I don't know. I don't know how, like, someone can be like that, that extreme about a view, but also, like, so not true to it. Right? No, I fully agree. Anyway, though, look at this. We got those geodesic domes that you can see in Caldwell. We got the Nampa water tower there. Like, I always think, it always gets me about some of the ways that people virtue signal is how they'll say one thing and then, like, their actions are completely against that, and it's like, how does that work, you know? Like, what sort of mental gymnastics does that require? You got the airport that, yeah, it obviously is where the Nampa airport would be. Got the park here. Oh my god, they actually got the plane there pretty correct. Huh. I've never actually really explored this part of this map. I did come out to Fruitland. There was nothing out there, sadly. That's why I warped to Ontario. It's like, I'll drive across the border and look at Fruitland, and there wasn't really anything too notable there. So, to be fair, like, you know, they have a lot of areas in this game, so they can't capture everything 100% accurate. Oh my god. I mean, we can visit Boise, but it's definitely not my favorite. But, you know, this part all here is accurate. Nampa Library. And that building looks pretty accurate. And that parking garage over there is newer but accurate. This right here is pretty accurate, since I think that's a Goodyear or something in real life. But hey, we'll go downtown Boise here in just a moment. Show you a couple more things that are cool about the Nampa area here. Since I figure you'd appreciate some of the true details they got about Idaho. I mean, that's the thing about this game. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like it is, you know, based upon the cool things they have here in Idaho, I imagine that they have some fairly accurate representation of some other places. So, it always makes me interested. Okay, let's see here. Oh my god. Woo. Like, some of the places like this, they just kind of throw some filler businesses and other stuff in, but we'll drive up this way, because I know that there's some other accurate stuff up this way. Like that. There's the Elton Nampa, or I think that's what it's called. But yeah, has a very similar design. That's the chicken you see outside of the egg factory. Let's see here. Guessing that right there is supposed to be like the empty Kmart parking lot, since that looks pretty empty right there. There's the this game's equivalent of a Home Depot, where a Home Depot would be. So, and then over this way, there's some like vineyards and stuff. Which, oh, I guess I should go this way a little bit, because I think this church right here, I think looks fairly accurate to the church they have in real life. I didn't see an Alpha Omega, but hey, you know, I'm not always the most observant, so. Yeah, no, this church looks pretty accurate to the one that's there in real life. I'll drive back by where Alpha Omega would be, since, again, I didn't see it, but it doesn't mean it's there. And yeah, out here we have some wine vineyards, which would be about towards the vineyards and stuff would be for Caldwell, except doesn't quite look like Saint Chapelle, so kind of an accurate business, just not accurate to how the actual vineyard looks like in real life. Yeah, okay, we're just going to run this red light. Oh my god. Have you ever sped so fast through a red light that you make it without it you know, being red? Because that's what I did there. I was like, let's floor it, and yeah, didn't get a red light violation because of it. To be fair, though, it was one of those lights I would consider pink, you know. It wasn't quite red. Just mostly red. Hey, that's fair, you know. You definitely drive a little bit more aggressively than I do. For some odd reason, I don't know. I feel like out of most of the people I know, I feel like I'm probably one of the least aggressive drivers out of the people I know. I guess that's not 100% accurate, though, because I don't know how some of my friends drive. Like, I don't know how my friend Sam drives, because he just picked up his license recently, so maybe he's still in that early stage of being extra careful, or maybe he just threw caution to the wind and he's the most aggressive driver possible. Then it's been a while since I've rode with my friend Gage, so I can't remember how his driving is. Maybe he's a decent driver. My friend Sam, he's about our age, so he's a late bloomer in the field of driving. He waited quite a bit. I mean, to be fair, Ezra does not have a license, so, and you know Ezra's older than us. I think he's got like a decade on us, maybe like 11 or 12 years on us. So friend Sam is doing better than my friend Ezra. Oh man. Let's see here. Yeah, no Alpha Omega. That's apparently. Nope. Dude, he just T-boned me. What a jerk. Yeah, he doesn't have one yet. Well, you know, I don't know that he's super LDS. One might even say he's not LDS. I keep telling him he needs to get his license sometime, though. So, we'll see if he ever does. Like, I'm sure he'll get it eventually, just when that happens, it's still up in the air. Okay, let's see here. So, first I'll pull into the gas station up here. Just because, yeah, I'm sure you've been to the TA before, and this basically looks just like the TA up here. Oh, I fully agree, man. It can only mean one thing. I mean, to be fair, I think he was raised Mormon, so it's not like you'd be wrong there. Okay, but you can see there's the in-game equivalent of the TA right here. Looks pretty accurate to real life, if I'm remembering correctly. We'll drive by the airport up here really quick. I'm sure you'll remember the route that I'm about to take, since we have both driven this route many a time. See, I didn't know that it was one of those, born and raised a Mormon, yeah, always a Mormon type situations. But I guess it makes sense that they would play that game. Yeah, if you look here, this is like that back road that connects the airport to the other back road to the airport. Again, one we've driven many a time. You know what? I just realized they have a stop sign, which doesn't make sense because normally in real life, that crossroad would not have a stop sign. Well, that's fair. Like, I have no clue what it'd take to be excommunicated from the Mormon faith, but... There we go. There's the Boise Factory Outlets silo thing. Let's drive towards downtown Boise. Like, what level of just, fuck up do you have to be to get excommunicated from the Mormon Church? I'm curious now since you say it takes a lot. Oh man. Yeah, that sounds like a challenge. So they don't, like, if you do something really bad, do they just not excommunicate you, or are they just like, numbers are numbers regardless of the quality of numbers? Also, let me take a look at the map here. Okay, I should have taken a left here. That's fair. That checks out. That feels like the thing to do. I hear that they have very extensive, like, family records. I mean, I've heard that both from you and Ezra, that they have extensive family records, so... Yeah. I have to take that into consideration. I believe that. I mean, if they're not striking people from the record, for just seriously messing up, probably means they just want numbers. Yeah, I think I remember Ezra talking about, I think he was kind of interested in checking on some of their family records. And I think he even mentioned something about, like, his Mormon number, because apparently they assign you a number. So, I'm just going to call it a Mormon Social Security number. There we go. Remember him talking about his Mormon social once. Oh, man. I almost made that too, except for all the cars coming. Look at that. There you go. BSU Stadium for whatever. CenturyLink Stadium? I can't remember what they call it. Not sure if that church is there in real life or not. I used to being on this side of the... Well, actually, I guess I have driven by this section of BSU before. Actually, here we go. I have the perfect plan here. There's a viewpoint up here. Should show off some of Boise. I'll let the viewpoint do the work for me before driving through Boise gives me an aneurysm, because you know that's how that works. Okay. U.S. Bank building, can see that. It doesn't say U.S. Bank. There is the Capitol. The Grove Hotel, or in this case, the Pine Hotel. That seems accurate. Jump. There you go. There's Jump. The weird tractor things you have encased in glass around the city. There we go. Cool. Look at that. There's Boise. In a nutshell. Now let's just drive out of here. This is a bad place to be. Too many one-ways. Right? Well, I mean, I think they added the Idaho expansion, or I should say Idaho downloadable DLC. There we go, DLC. The Idaho DLC in like the last year or two. So it's, you know, things that have been here for a year or two. Not necessarily all old stuff. I mean, we can jump through these side streets. It's not like they have a massive amount of stuff here for Boise. Like that's a thing with this, is you get a taste for the town, but you don't really get like the full course. You don't get the full meal. But yeah, we'll drive through some of these like one ways and maybe have an aneurysm on the way. Yeah, I know the actual acronym JUMP stands for Jack's Urban Meeting Place. Like, I wonder what this game's equivalent acronym of DROP would stand for. Like, what's a messed up thing that it could stand for as an acronym? I think there's only a few more cross streets that I get to go through, so you don't get to watch us torture me too much, just a little bit. I am driving in circles because there's not enough one ways to sustain the type of look that you want. There's like one more one way for me to go down. See if there's anything cool on this street. What is this one? Okay. Okay, this is the one that goes in front of Grove. Okay. What street is it though? I didn't pay attention to the sign. Fuck. Fuck. Wait, isn't that Grove Street? Okay. I'm dumb. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like usually with this game, like again, you'll get kind of a taste of a town, but yeah, it'll have some pretty accurate details that you'll be like, yeah, I know what that is, or yeah, I know what that's supposed to represent. So wait, which one's Grove? Because I know that one of the ones, like I thought Grove was the one that went right in front of the Grove Hotel. And I thought Capital was the next one over. I mean, I'm probably wrong, since, I don't know, Boise, but... Because I thought Capital gave you basically, like, a straight look at the, Capital there. Like, basically a head-on look. Now, let's see here. This is kind of like, oh, there's Eagle Road. Here, let's go drive down Eagle. Oh, this game's already bullshit, you know. Eagle Road during, like, midday? Oh, come on. Where's all the traffic? Where's my aggravation, you know? I should be, like, having an aneurysm right now. I should be having a stroke with all the traffic. Okay, well, now we're out in the wilderness. Well, I shouldn't say wilderness, but we're outside the city limits. So, yeah, pretty accurate there. Let me show you one more. How about that? I'm just going to fast travel there. Let's go down to Twin Falls. You've been out to Twin Falls, haven't you? Pretty sure you have. Okay, yeah, I'll show you Twin Falls then. Here we go. I mean, the most important thing here, obviously, is like the Preen Bridge. I don't think that there's anything else spectacular about Twin. Let's mark that on the map. Okay. Yeah. Go there. I mean, to be fair, like, my experience of driving through Twin in this game is very accurate to, like, my experience of driving through Twin in real life, so... Especially when you're coming in, because, like, it splits the same way Twin does, when you get into town, and, yeah, it just feels fairly accurate. Okay. Well, damn. I was wrong. I knew Grove was, like, one of the ones that was, like, right next to, yeah, the Grove Hotel, but I just couldn't remember which one it was. Well, damn. Hey, I mean, this just goes back to I don't know anything about driving in Boise. I have always been the worst person for driving in Boise. Yet, for some odd reason, I end up having to drive in Boise, like, more often than I'd like to, you know? Well, that's true. I got Nampa and Caldwell down really well, so... And I don't think there's, like, you know, too much minutia to driving through Fruitland, so... I'll consider that one basically a draw, since I don't think you're gonna amaze me with, anything there, since most anything that's of note is basically right off the main stretch there. See, the one that you could get me with is you might be able to get me with like Pocatello, maybe. Isn't that where you went to school? Isn't that where that one is? Because I have never been to Pocatello, so even if you retained any singular street from there, you would have me whooped. Right? Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, even before you lived in Fruitland, yeah, I was fairly familiar with the area because I drive through it all the time for when I went to yeah, the University of Idaho. So it was pretty easy to navigate. It hasn't never been that hard or anything. So okay, let's try to get behind this car. I think we can make some sort of illegal U-turn here. See, exactly. You would destroy me in Pocatello. I would have no clue. I'd be like, is there a main strip? If there's a main strip, I can at least drive that and nothing else. Okay, we're gonna pull the most legal of U-turns. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's actually pretty surprising. Man, Pocatello is in this game, so I mean, we could quickly fast travel down there and see if there's anything familiar to you in Pocatello. But here you go, Preen Bridge. I've always enjoyed Preen Bridge, and yeah, the canyon there. I also like the person they have parachuting down there, because it's definitely a, like, I think it's a good nod to the fact that Preen Bridge is well, from what I've been told by base jumpers, like the only place that you can base jump in the U.S. year-round without a permit. I mean, personally, I've never base jumped, so I wouldn't know, and I haven't looked into the laws, but I'm sure when you worked in car rental too, like, did you ever just get people that were in town for that sole purpose? Like, they were literally just in town to drive down to Twin Falls to go base jump off of Preen Bridge. Because I remember getting that, like, ever so often. It would always throw me off too. It's like, wait, you're in Idaho to jump off a bridge. Like, that's a very interesting reason to be out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Oh, actually, I was just gonna fast travel to Pocatello if I can. Oh man, fuck. There's no fast travel option there. Hey, you know, I didn't necessarily want to have like long, detailed conversations with customers, but you know, you would get the details of like where they're going, because I know that's something we always had to ask, and yeah, that would sometimes be the response. I mean, it is none of my business either, but you know, my company required me to ask, and if they were willing to tell me, well, cool, you know? I mean, it was mostly as part of, like, the process so we could try to upsell them, but not everyone would tell you, so it's like, okay, well, I don't care. Honestly, I don't. Then you get other people that would tell you their whole life story, and you know, my response to that is, okay, cool, I don't care either. Well, that's fair. Yeah, if my company didn't require me to ask, I'd probably just, you know, fuck. Eschew that. There we go. I'd probably just eschew that question. I'd be like, nope. That is their business, not my business, and it's none of my concern, so. Let's see how quick we can get to Pocatello here. We got a Dance for Pedro sign here, obviously a nod to Canadian Dynamite, since that took place in Idaho. I'm pretty sure this is how I got a ticket when I was younger. Going like 100 miles plus on the way to, not Pocatello, but Chubbuck, so almost Pocatello. Dude, that just always throws me off, just like how that happened, you know? Like, what are the odds, right? I just love that. You were like needing something shipped from like out of the country, and then you just so happened to get a customer who was the answer to your very problems. So, yeah, life is strange sometimes, but it's pretty awesome. Oh man. Ha ha ha. Nice try, State Trooper. I'm not speeding. I would never speed. I'm not still speeding right now. Yeah, that's how I got my first ticket when I was younger, was speeding on my way to Chubbuck, again, outside of Pocatello, if I remember right. I think it's outside of Pocatello. See, I've only, like, that is my only experience there, and, like, literally just off the freeway or whatever. Like, not that deep into it, just off the freeway. It was for, like, some convention or meeting or something, you know, and, yeah, it was, I think there was maybe a hotel right off the freeway that the convention or meeting was at, and then yeah, that was about it. Yeah, I got pulled over by a state trooper, and it was funny. It was like all the people that were in the car with me, because like I was driving several of the people to the convention, were like, "Oh, it's your first time getting pulled over. They'll just let you off with a warning." That did not happen. I got a full-on ticket. State troopers, you know, they don't care if it's your first time or your millionth time. They give you no mercy. Real assholes. Up, there we go. Yeah, Meridian and Napa do kind of run together. I mean, to be fair, I guess parts of Nampa and Caldwell kind of run together. Okay, well, let's drive into Pocatello. You can see if there's anything that's familiar to you. I feel like there should be some ISU equivalent around here somewhere. I don't know where it would be, though. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. That is quite the drive, too, to visit you out there. Like, I remember that being a fucking hell of a drive. I mean, it went much quicker when, like, the first hour of it was, like, at 100 and something, but, you know, it was still quite a distance. Let's see here. Hey, that's 100% fair. I mean, there's always a little bit of delay, so... let's see. I'm just gonna go this way. Or, if you could, like, if you have kind of a... well, the map's not gonna be 100% accurate either. I'm going to go this way, because this looks like the main part of Pocatello. So... we're going to call that good. We're going to say that that's Pocatello, and anything that's worth seeing is that way. I could be 100% inaccurate, but I'm going to go with that delusion. Come on. If I can find ISU, though, that is, I'm going to consider that a victory, so... I have no clue what ISU looks like, though, so you have to let me know if I found it. Yeah, well, that's the thing, again. This goes back to, you get a snippet of, every town. Let's see, I guess I can only turn right up here, so let's turn right. Nope, that was the police department. I thought that was, I was going to be like, I thought that was going to be ISU right there. I was very hopeful about it. Okay, let's see. Oh, that looks maybe college-ish. That also looks maybe college-ish. I mean, I have no clue, man. Hey, you would know much better than I on this, so... Okay, we'll keep going. Ooh, a whole bunch of flags. Let's turn in here. I want to get a better look at whatever flags these are. Okay, well, I guess that's as far as I'm going there, so... here, I will show you how we will, here, let's take a look at this. Okay. How do you move? I forget. There is a way to move this. Oh, there we go. Gotta use the keyboard. Got an American flag. Let's see. Well, boom, look at that. Found ISU. I honestly thought that was going to get like less detailed as I zoomed in, but it looks like it did get a bit more detailed. Still can't tell what it is, but looks more detailed. Oh, like a student union building or whatever. Here, let's zoom out. Let's move out of this tree here. Look at that. ISU. Okay, that's fair. That's what I was thinking at first, was that it was like some sort of military flag thing, but I wasn't 100% sure, so... okay. Actually, here, let's cut through this little thing. Go the other way through Pocatello, see if there's anything else that you recognize here. Oh, hey, look at that. I found the main campus. Idaho State University. There we go. I do love that the student union building's across the way from the campus. Like, not right there with campus. That's kind of funny. Oh, look at this. Got a little church over here. Does not look like a Mormon church. You know why I can tell that? It's more stylistic and it's got crosses. Okay, well there we go. I took a look at Pocatello. So yeah, there we go. That was cool. Oh, well that makes sense actually. You know what? I need to like actually check out Pocatello sometime. Like it looks like it might be a cool place. Like I don't know, was there anything to do in Pocatello that was cool or? That checks out too. That you would attend mass there. Was it like just a regular mass, or was it like one of the vigil masses? Yeah, that is pretty cool actually. I didn't know that was the case. Well, that's fair. I mean, I'm sure that was still pretty fun to go to, and very beautiful service. So anyway, though, I think with that, I'm going to call it for the stream. I'll shoot you a message or something after the stream, Ryan. So don't feel like I'm saying like, oh, I got to go or anything for our conversation. But in regards to the stream, I'm going to end off here. You guys have a good night. Thank you for watching. You can catch me on Twitch or on YouTube at KingCrab0. And then I will be streaming again on Tuesday.